Hey Aquarius, well today I'm going to do a collective reading for you. Before I begin, let me state that since this is a collective reading, it will not apply to each and every Aquarius or cross-watcher that's viewing the video. This is a timeless reading, so it's not as important that you see it close to the time when it was created, but rather if Spirit gives you an intuitive nudge, then there's something in that video for you. The third thing is, for those of you not familiar with Tarot, when references are made to what they call court cards in Tarot, like the King of Cups or the Queen of Swords, it's not necessarily indicating that that is a female that is on that card or holding that energy, but rather it's just the energy that that individual is holding. So feminine can hold masculine and vice versa, or just be their own energy, feminine having feminine energy and masculine with masculine. Anyway, you have to kind of see how that resonates with yourself. And so just be aware of that. So it's an interesting read. The first card out from my tea leaf deck is success. So you definitely are going to find success. You also have a second card, Ant. This is work, achievement, success, a second card that talks about success. So that again is a double confirmation from Spirit. So there will be some endeavor that you've been working on is going to be successful. You are going to have protection from our source, so there is spiritual protection for you. Again, as always, you always want to use common sense, certainly, but you do have angelic help. There's been a misunderstanding, and I think because of this misunderstanding, someone's going to take a short journey. But Spirit is saying that do not take any risk. It's important that you not take risk at this time. But you are going to come across some new creative ideas, some new ventures. There's going to be a fresh start in something. There's also a very dear friend who is in the distance from you that is thinking about you. So there's money, there's looks like money, something important such as a new job or a raise. This is bag, so there's going to be some bonus or something that will make you smile. Not unsuccessful plans, however, there's been something that did not work out as you wanted, but you are going to be in a position of authority, Aquarius, and you're also going to get married. Many of those in the collective, again, not everyone, it will not resonate with everyone, but for many of you, congratulations. Spirit is also saying, though, that you're going to need to let go of control issues. So there are many of you that are trying to control the way this kind of plays out, and Spirit is saying, please just go with the flow. Spirit's also saying, Aquarius, to love yourself first. It's very, very important to maintain self-love while in a relationship with someone else. Trust is also going to be required, Aquarius, but this is going to be true love. It's going to be the love of a lifetime, but there are going to be religious factors that will come into play that you'll have to work out some differences. The Spirit is encouraging you to express your love. So there will be this reconciliation, and it will not be a codependent relationship. It will be a healthy relationship. In some fashion, children will be an issue, either having children, or maybe it's a combined family, or just something to do with children, and you're going to need to get to know each other. Now, of this deck, I believe this is telling me this is universally driven because it says powerless. The power struggle is real. You're going to be receiving some truth, Aquarius, and this truth is because you have been with someone who's just had a web of lies the whole time. And Spirit's saying, keep the past in the past. Don't look back. Be ready, willing, and able to start this new start with that first step. The Spirit is encouraging you to not live in fear. Do not live in fear. Because you're going to be entering into a sacred soul bond. You have been working on healing your heart chakra, which is good. You want to be in balance. You've done some spiritual work and made some self-discovery, but you're still working on trust, okay? And this is the second time trust has come out. So someone in particular is really going to need to work on trust. Someone is also going to need to work on not kind of getting into a pity party more often. Sometimes it's easy to do because it's like when it's one problem after another, you can slip into this mindset. But it's really, really important for your happiness and your balance and your well-being to really try to be aware of that and to stop, a bad cycle like that. In other words, instead of having a negative thought, find something that you're happy about. Look outside or find something that brings you joy and focus on that instead, perhaps. Just a possibility. But someone out there that will resonate with. But someone is ready to release a love block. So someone has not been open to love, but someone is opening up at this time, which is awesome. Now, the Ascension card came in sideways. So what that's telling me is someone is not quite at a point where they have ascended. They're getting there, but they're just not there at the moment. However, Grim Reaper is here, but it was in reverse. So that means that someone or something is coming back that you thought was dead and gone. There is a return. And I believe this person is going to ask you out on the date. But again, I don't think this person has really transformed. I don't think this person has made changes sufficient to the relationship being a healthy one, if you will, is what I'm feeling. But someone in this equation has taken steps and is becoming aware of either outdated thinking or, kind of like when your thought process gets into a groove. I think they've identified the fact that they're doing it and they're trying to be aware and stop that kind of thinking, which is very important because you don't want to manifest something negative. So that kind of correction is going to bring about abundance. If you're able to identify this issue and start thinking positively, that's going to bring abundance. But there is going to be someone who's going to try to seduce you, Aquarius. And they're possibly going over some old memories with you now. But this person really doesn't have a desire for you. There is some kind of an ulterior motive. This person also is a narcissist as well. And I believe this was a past karmic relationship you're involved with. Again, not for everyone, but for those this resonates with. So there is going to be some kind of conversation for many of you with this situation. Now, it's important, I think, at this time, Aquarius, if you have like a really good idea, I would suggest you kind of keep it to yourself for the time being. Just keep it close to your chest, okay? I think you're going to be in a very spiritual and receiving kind of energy at this point. Just very sensitive to things around you. You've been doing some kind of investigation. There's some information that you were needing that you have now found the information that you needed, maybe to make a decision perhaps. But I think, excuse me, there must be something, somebody needs to see something because my eye's itching. Okay, someone needs to see something. They need to see something. This was about investigating and looking into it, so they need to see something. But again, resources are going to, I think they're kind of a little stretched at the time being. And during that last retrograde, this was sideways, I think that there was some contemplation about maybe where they were in life and how things were and were they at the point where they wanted to be. And they're also thinking about their home or their home life. Maybe they don't really have a home life like they want, so maybe this is something they're wanting to focus on at this time. But there is abundance coming your way, Aquarius. Jupiter is here. But again, Spirit is saying, leave the past in the past. Leave the past in the past. And Spirit's saying, I know this is difficult to do because strength is in reverse, but Spirit's saying this is very, very important. There was a card that flipped on top of all of these, and that was the card that is the ruling planet of Aquarius, Uranus. And this is change. And Uranus is a very volatile planet in the sense that it is all about change, and it's sometimes shocking and it's sometimes sudden. So whatever this change is, I bet is probably going to be something you do not see coming. So it will be quick and fast. And the other reason I think that is because Neptune landed on top of that, but Neptune's in reverse, and Neptune is about vision. So you're not seeing something that's going to happen. But don't worry about it. Like I said, you can always kind of regroup. It's just sometimes in life we get those moments where stuff that we didn't anticipate happens. Okay, let me see what else do we have for you. There is a relationship, Aquarius, that, you know, is very playful, where you have a great deal of desire for this person. There is angelic protection. Again, you always want to use common sense, certainly, but there is angelic protection and help for you. Someone is going to have a reconciliation, and there is going to be someone that is going to be in pursuit of this person that they're wanting to be with. There is going to be a very brief interlude, but someone is needing to cleanse. Someone is really needing to cleanse their energy or clean their house, maybe decluttering, anything like that that is cleansing. Just make sure that you keep good thoughts, take spiritual baths, cleanse your home in the sense if you want to open the windows, if you want to use sage, you know, whatever for you is cleansing in your house. Because it's also saying that someone is not quite going to ascend. They haven't quite learned this lesson they need to learn. They're close, but not quite there. Once they do, then they're really going to ascend. And it's stressing again, anything negative that is not for your highest and greatest good, it's saying, remove it, remove it. There is very possibly for many of you going to be a pop-up visit that, again, not anticipated. That may be what this Uranus-Neptune is that you don't see. I can't say, but it's very possible that because this is what Uranus is like. It's just bam, it's there, pop up. So it's highly possible that is what that's referring to. The single card came in reverse, so I think somebody is wanting to make a commitment. And there was a commitment card. Yes, there was a commitment card back here. So somebody is wanting to make a commitment. There's something to do, though, with financial support for some of you. So I don't know if your person is needing help or if they're supporting someone else, but that is somehow tied into this energy. Someone, though, is going to be coming to you, perhaps very quickly. 1 second, if you might. Let me grab some water. 1 moment. Thank you, guys. Okay, so where were we? They're going to be racing towards you, and when they get to you, they're not going to be sad, broken, or alone anymore. I think they're going to want to take some time and go somewhere with you. So they're going to want to have some kind of a little trip with you. It could be something small and close to home, but some kind of a little just twosome, perhaps. They're going to want to unplug everything. So they're going to want to talk, I believe. Yeah, see? There's a getting to know you card up here. So I think that's the purpose of it. And this card flew on the floor, which is no distance will keep us apart. So many of you are in a situation where this person lives at a distance. It could even be different countries, but there's certainly physical distance keeping you apart, but it's saying no distance is going to keep you apart. So you're very determined. So the main female is also wanting some intimate time, you know, and I think has been toiling and laboring, you know, to get to this point where that she can be with the main male. And at some point, I believe the main male is going to offer her courtship, but they're going to have to decide what path to take. The path is unclear for these people who are now going to take this plunge and become lovers. There is a mature woman that is one of the partners in this, and this mature woman, I believe, does have some financial. She's well-to-do. She's well-to-do, not wealthy, but well-to-do, and she's also someone who is genuine. Now, this is the one card deck that I would say, really, if it says mature woman, it means mature woman. That is one exception to the genderless. The Kipper deck really is about that gender, but that's, I think, the only one that I'm aware of that's like that. I have some angel numbers for you also. I have 11, which is sign of intuition. You are learning to trust your gut feelings. So if you start seeing 11, that will certainly resonate with you. 13, sign of courage. Follow your heart and go for what you desire. Again, if you notice those numbers. And you are manifesting. 1, sign of manifestation. Keep positive as thoughts manifest quickly. Let me double check. I think that is all of the cards. So Aquarius, I hope this has been helpful. And I say to you all, please shine bright and be kind. Take care.